Vicky here with you. I hope you're doing well. So today is a really warm day and it's very hazy outside. There's a lot of wild fires. Yeah, there's a lot of fires going on, especially in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, I believe. And so there's a lot of smoke that's coming through with the wind, and it's really warm, and I'm making Christmas cards. There's never a time. You should always start sooner rather than later, because first thing we know it's going to be Christmas time again. I don't want to even think about it because it's summertime right now and I'm just loving the summertime, but it's still time to think about Christmas cards. And especially since we celebrate. There's a lot of people that now want to celebrate Christmas in July, which was something that got started, I believe, because of camping. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So I've pulled out my sentiments. These are all digital sentiments that I have. You can find these sets on Patreon in my shop there, if you're interested, which is fun because you can always reprint them. But today I'm using some of France's beautiful papers and toppers that she sent me. Most of them were from Ankidori, and yeah, they're not as easy to find in North America as they seem to be in the UK and Scotland, but I've got them, so I'm gonna play with them. I think I'm gonna start with this one. I'm not quite sure how the paper is set up and what papers are included and such. I still have a few papers from last week that I kept close by in case some of it could be interesting, because I thought it's a similar type of color scheme. And yes, they do have beautiful papers. How pretty is that? Same with this. Super pretty. And then they have this one here, which has the Happy New Year. Thinking maybe this could be fun to use this with that. Maybe we'll start off with that, because I like using these big borders since they're there, and I thought I saw some red paper, but I think I want more just the regular red. No, that's not the right type of red. I need one that has more orange in it. Because this one is better. See, that one was darker. This one is brighter and has more orange tone to it. So we'll go with that. And then we'll start off. So I don't know how many cards I'm going to make. Probably around 5. It seems to be the norm of cards that I make. Now I'm wondering if I want to do a layer this and keep, but it's not the same white, so I'm thinking I should probably cover the full card base. It's probably gonna look better that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm happy to report, well, sad for some people, but happy to report that we had a lot of rain this past weekend. Like extreme type of weather, type of rain, which is what caused the issue last year in my basement and my flooding. And actually some of the roads, some of our highways got flooded. and cars got stuck in it, and it was just, it was nightmarish. I was coming back from my daughter. We were supposed to go trekking and then go and do a picnic, but then because it was going to be thunder and heavy showers, we decided to do the picnic at her apartment, and then we played some games, and thank God we played those games, because otherwise we would have been stuck in the middle of that downpour on the highway possibly. So it worked out well. But what I was going to say is that we didn't have any flooding this time around. I did have a bit of water come into the studio. When the downpour comes really, really fast, the drain right in front of the garage door doesn't seem like it's not sufficient to have the water go down, and so it fills up, and there's like this like it's a little kind of hole type of shape, but then when that gets filled up, it goes all the way to the sill of the garage door, and that's where I get into trouble, because it goes over the sill and on the garage floor, which is not that big of a deal, because I mean it's rainwater, it's clean water, but if I have any boxes and stuff on the floor, then those get damaged. So I had one, so I had to repack that one, but it's not that bad. But some people that were flooded last year were flooded again, my heart goes out to them, because it was such a nightmare last year. I can't even imagine, you know, finishing off restoring your basement and stuff, and then having this happen again. It's really awful. So I'm liking this, but I'm thinking that maybe it has a hole here. Technically it's supposed to be a tag, and now that I've seen the hole, I don't think I can unsee it. So I do have some red here that I could put on that little tag, some red ribbon that probably came from another tag that I used for a card making session, so we'll just use it on this. But now the question is, do I want to do, I was going to put some red underneath, but now that it's a tag, it doesn't really work. Or I decide to put something else. This is a bit big, I think. But let's see. We won't know until we try it, right? Because I like the idea of the black. That could actually work out really good. I think I'm gonna just raise it up. Just removing those little tabs. I know you can send them, and there's all sorts of stuff that you can do, but I don't want to take the time to sand them down. So I'm just gonna put this on top, and I think I'm gonna raise this up with some foam, like this type of foam. I think it's gonna make it look better. So I hope that you guys are all okay. I know it's the It's really hot all over the place, not just here. And I know that the smoke is also of those wildfires is also going down to the US and affecting other provinces of Canada. So I like the gold. I'm wondering though if I should just add a tiny bit of stickles on top as well. It's stuck. It must be one of those little particle that's bigger and that's getting it stuck. So when we were at my daughter's, we played a game that I had purchased a while ago but we hadn't played yet. It's called Mysterium. It's kind of like Clue, but at the same time you're playing against the game type of thing to try to win and figure out what the who did it, and then you have this the game, the person that is taking care of the game is the ghost, and he or she is trying to help you by giving you hints, and you have to try to guess which from the hints that you're getting which person did it. And you've got one person per person that is playing. So we were 3, so there was 3 of us, 3 different killers, and then once, if you can make it, because the first round we didn't get it, if you can make it, then the next thing is to try to figure out of the 3 who really did the full thing, and you get extra hints, and it was really fun. Once you get going and you understand how it works, it was a lot of fun. And the picnic was really quite good, if I say so myself. I had worked so hard on it. I spent so much time figuring out what I was going to do, and then purchasing the items, and then preparing it. Because what I decided to do, what I thought would be fun, was do I go with that, or do I go with something else, like just this and that, or that? It'd be prettier if there wasn't so much red. I think maybe this would be good. So yeah, I had prepared a bunch of veggies, and I had a dip, and then I had some nuts, some cheese, what else? A bunch of fruits, and then different drinks, and I had purchased croissants to go with it. It was quite good. was kind of sad that it wasn't a real picnic outside as we had planned, but we did the best with the weather we were thrown, because my daughter's is going to be quite busy this summer, and so this was the time to see her, and otherwise we weren't sure when we would be able to get together again. So it would have been really sad to miss out on seeing them. And I can't believe how fast summer is going. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Time just flies by. Oh, I like this, but I wonder if there's something else that I could put under the red, just to. The thing is, there's some stars and they're not even. Unless I go like this and I add one of those borders, maybe like this one. I often don't use the borders, so this could be a good way of using them. I think if I was to put a little border like that, I think that would finish it off better than having nothing. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna cut it straight first, because I didn't cut the edge straight. Have you been doing any special activities, or you just been staying inside because it's so warm? We've been using the pool a lot. Also had my brother come over on Saturday night with his son. His daughter was at a concert, and we had a lot of fun in the pool, and then ate supper together. And I realized that I had not done any entertaining of this sort since at least the past 2 years. It's just crazy. Shows how much of a difference it is. And I was telling my husband, like, we went to see my daughter on Sunday, and usually on Sundays I wouldn't do anything. Like, I would be thinking about the fact that I was going back to work the next day, and preparing mentally for that. But also, I have to be honest, like, when I was doing better, like when I was doing okay, like in 2023, even though it was not as good of a year as 2022, when the weekend was spent mostly on managing my business. So that's the fun part too with this now, is that I get to have a weekend. I can do my Etsy store and YouTube and my Patreon during the week. I'm not saying that I don't post on the weekends, because I do, but I don't have to. Like, I will post a lot behind the scene stuff, like I'll take pictures and post it on my Patreon to say what's going on, but I'm not feeling that I have to. It's more like if I want to. It's pretty. It's different than this one, for sure. But I think it's elegant and pretty also. Okay, so then what's gonna be the next one? I would love to use this piece here. So maybe lines, I was to use this border. Like that. And now I don't know if I want to put just white as the base. But then this image is so big that I don't want to put too much because then it's going to be a problem. So I think maybe it is the best way. It's just to put this as big as possible and then just put the image on top and keep the white background so that it is layered, but it's not the same as having 2 extra layers, but it's still going to be good enough, I think. So let's see. And I can put this. I'll put one in the middle. I tried to cover this as well so that it doesn't pop off, because obviously I'm making it raised, so and it's not attached, it's only attached by these tiny little tabs, so I don't want it to come undone, because all my Christmas cards, when I'm making them ahead of time like this, and it's not Christmas time, it's not Christmas time at all, I take the I put them in a box until the month of December when I'm going to use them, and so I don't want it to get damaged in the box and to pop out. Okay, this is hard, much harder than it should be. The other one was very easy. I cut down my nails because I've been gardening. My garden is so stunning this year. I'm really happy. It was a lot of work to put together after the past 2 years of not really doing such a big garden, but it's turning out really awesome. Here is the finished card. And okay, so I still have this here. It'd be fun to use it. Because I don't want to put it back in my stash. Now, in this, the image, I'm thinking this one would be pretty, but I think it might be too big. Like, it's really big. But if I was to put it's really better on a 6x6. That's the thing. I don't want to do a 6x6 right now. What about this one? It's not gonna pop though because it's white. The black would pop more. And this here is really big as well. Doesn't even fit on the card. This one I could cut like here and here, but it's kind of sad to do so. Let's see. And this is probably going to be the last card that we make for this session. And I'm thinking for next time it's either going to be stickers, or it's going to be those tags. Well, actually, it's not that bad. It doesn't take as much room as I thought it would. So I could possibly put the red underneath, which was what I wasn't sure I would be able to do. Okay, so let's just do easy peasy, because I don't want to pull out my guillotine for the card, for the base. Try to align it as well as possible. And then just cut it off. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to put this here. That I will cut with my guillotine. And I'm going to make it as big as possible because this is so big. But I do want to see a bit of the red, because the white is not the same white, and it's bothering me if it's like it couldn't be directly on the white. It would not have looked good. So having the red makes all the difference, I believe. So like that, and then I'll put this, and then is there a sentiment? I wish it would have been more, no, maybe this one. I was gonna say more rectangular or that sort of thing, but there's this one that would be pretty. So I'm gonna put that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna glue it down. There we go, and then just that. And that's it. So I made 4 cards, not bad. They're always a little bit longer when they're more intricate and they have like these designs and stuff, but I'm quite happy with them. I can't wait to know which one is your favorite, and I hope you stay well, you have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!